everyone, this is Draco Evo back yet again with some latest Manchester United news, transfer news and speculation. And I did take a break yesterday. I thought, you know what, I'm going to enjoy the weather, and I thought, yeah, let's dive straight in. You know, slow day today on a Sunday. Not much is happening on a Sunday. I know there was a lot of news happening yesterday, but on a Sunday it's pretty slow. We all know how it works here. I hope everyone is enjoying their weekend. I hope everyone's having a fantastic weekend. Before we get started, guys, you know, I'm trying to launch or relaunch my Instagram page. So the link is in the description below, Draco Insta Evolve, not the link but my Instagram name. So do give me a follow. I'm just going to try to boost that a little bit over the coming weeks. Going to be a bit more active, going to be posting contents there before I even upload here on YouTube. And same goes with Twitter, guys. If you want to stay up to date, keep up to date, or get personal with me. I know there's a lot of people who had DM'd me, and I was having great conversation with a lot of you guys over DM over the last week or so as I grow. Feel free to give me a follow and get in touch with me, guys. You know, I'm not the type that will ignore your messages. I will definitely come back to you regardless. But anyway, as always, before we get started, you know me by now, I'll pick a comment out and highlight it and discuss it. And yeah, let's dive straight in. So if you want to kind of get involved, hit the comment button and take it from there. So the first comment comes from Red Devil Studio. First of all, thank you so much for the comment, buddy. Really appreciate you coming and taking your time out in my channel. But it's in regards to my video that I uploaded on last Friday, not yesterday, the day before, in regards to Dybala, when the news reports were coming out that potentially we could be eyeing up Dybala. Don't know about that one. But Red Devil Studio had to say, I just feel we don't really play with the number 10, especially if we go with a 4-3-3, but we'll see. And I 100% agree with you. 100% agree with you. And as I stated, that Dybala on paper will be a fantastic signing, but don't feel he suits our system. Unless we play 4-2-3-1, then yeah, you can have him, but then where would you play Pogba? Pogba is more effective according to stats as well, up front, just behind the striker. Unless you want to play Pogba in a central midfield too, but in order for that to happen, you need a proper midfielder next to him who's more mobile than Matic. I'm talking about in a Conte mold. So yeah, tactically it won't work out for us at all. I don't even believe that he will be a success at United because of the style that we play in, or we're aiming to play in. He's just going to be another bumper signing, isn't it? What Ed Woodward wants, you know, someone for commercial reasons, not for footballing reasons, and that's not doubting his technical abilities. But yeah, you're absolutely right, and I do feel for that. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for the comment, by the way. But let's dive straight in. Today we are going to be covering quick things on latest update on Romelu Lukaku's transfer, De Gea's latest contract update, and Harry Maguire update. So let's dive in straight in. So there's reports going around that Manchester United have rejected a £53.9 million bid from Inter Milan for striker Romelu Lukaku. The bid falls well below United's valuation of the 26-year-old Belgium international, who joined them from Everton 2 years ago for £75 million. Lukaku sat out of Saturday's pre-season victory over Inter Milan, whose manager Antonio Conte reiterated that the striker remains his number one target. I consider him a player who could improve our team. On one side, it is my hope and my will. On my other side, we will see what we find. We'll see what we find with the club. It's not right to speak about the player at this moment because he is a Manchester United player, and for this reason we must show great respect for the club and at the same time for the player and for my players. So there you have it, guys. You know, it's 100% that Conte wants Lukaku. It's a given. Unfortunately, we have rejected another bid. Obviously we are trying to recoup, or Ed is trying to recoup as close to 75 million at what we paid for as possible. I don't believe Inter is that stupid. I mean, £53.9 million is very good business in my opinion, especially considering that Lukaku is not the player that we need. Offloading him will make other players, you know, we can sign other players with this money, guys. Come on. I don't know what Ed Woodward is feeling about this. I don't know what he's even talking about. It's just a disappointment that he is taking over that. Oh, let me just change this around. Taking over full control of the transfer window, and he's just messing it about. It took us, I don't know how many weeks to get Wan-Bissaka and Daniel James. It's just a pity that we played 3 games in the preseason already. 3 fantastic games we had, with some of outstanding performances, by the way, which I should probably start doing, you know, previews and match reviews. I don't normally tend to do that for friendlies, but given the hype and the popularity around it, I probably will try it in the next upload. Who knows? Because I only tend to cover the competitive matches, with all due respect, of course. But we've had 3 fantastic games already, and players are settling in. We need new players to be coming in ASAP. We're about 3 weeks today away from the kickoff with Chelsea. If we don't get someone else in, how is he going to mold that team properly to his vision and the way he wants to play? It's going to take weeks for them to be up to scratch, because since the preseason started, it's a well-known fact. The players said it, the manager's been saying that the training sessions are much harder, and obviously we're like a couple of weeks into our preseason, and the players are kind of used to the training methods and what is expected. But the new player coming in will be totally lost. It will take him time to adapt and adjust, and that's my biggest worry. Lukaku hasn't played in any of the games. He will be close to a disruption, in my opinion, in the dressing room by now. Surely he'll be a distraction by now, because obviously his heart is not in it. He hasn't played any games. He's just there for the sake of being there until we thrash out a deal. It's £53.9 million. Anything above £50 million Lukaku for me is a good deal. So I don't know how much we're holding out for. Reports are saying we're trying to get as close to £75 million. We're not going to get £75 million. Inter will be stupid to pay that. I mean, if we do, that's brilliant, but Inter will be stupid. But anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, what you think about this piece of new news coming out from Lukaku's camp to Inter Milan. Next up is a bit of a good news. Haven't had that one in a while. But it seems like David de Gea is set to sign a long-term deal, according to Sky Sports and some reports. What was that? The screen just came up. He'll sign. The contract will make him the best paid goalkeeper in the world. He will be offered somewhere between 350 to 375k per week. And there has been negotiations with David de Gea for a long time now, at least a year, because his contract expires next year, which means that technically from this January onwards, he's free to talk to any club, right? So, and we all know Madrid has been desperate for him for years. But it's great to see that reports are coming out, positive reports are coming out, that David de Gea will be signing a new contract. We are due back to London, or not London, to the UK very soon. And I remember reporting that he will, once we land, he will make the signs, you know, he'll sign off. I don't know why he's not doing it down there. Don't know why, you know, but as long as he signs, it's fantastic news. But in terms of his potential contract fee, what he's going to get paid weekly, in my opinion, it's worth it. Someone like him, you'll pay. He had a blip last season, obviously, but for the past God knows how many years, he's been so consistent for us. And I said it from time and time again, that if it wasn't for David de Gea, we won't be close to top 10. And it's a fact. If you look back at the amount of saves he made, amount of impossible saves he made, it's priceless. And to pay someone like that much money, I don't think anyone will have a problem. And he's the type of player that deserves it. He's quiet, he gets on with it, and he performs. It's as simple as that. He's not your social media fanatic as well. Unlike some people that we have in our club, who's a social media fanatic, whose performances are not showing, who's earning a lot of money. You know who I'm talking about. There's a few players in our squad that. But it's fantastic to see this piece of news come out. Obviously, once it comes out and it's official, I will bring it right here. But do you guys feel, I've got one question. If I'm going to ask you one question in this video, I'm going to ask you one question and I would like you guys to answer. Who do you feel is the best goalkeeper in the world? You know, if you're fans outside of Manchester United, take off your tinted glasses. Same with the United fans, take off your tinted glasses and be honest. Be honest. If there was one keeper you will take in your team as of right now, who would it be and why? That's the question. Let's leave it as that. Moving on to the final piece of news, we have some update on Harry Maguire. Well, technically no update, but wait, don't click away. Just wait. So anyway, apparently not apparently. They had the friendly yesterday, Leicester City. Harry Maguire did play, and Brendan Rodgers had this to say, that there has been no great change in the transfer of Harry Maguire. So he has said that there's still time to go. You never know what happens with all players, but at this moment in time, this is a top class player who will cost another club a lot of money. Thankfully, we're in a position where we don't have to sell. We don't want to sell. He's a really special player. He fits how we work fantastically well. But if anyone does come in for him, you have to pay that premium for a top level player. He's just getting his fitness in, and we're quite relaxed about it. I don't overthink it. I'm just training the players, working with the players. There's been no great change from midweek. I don't overthink it. He's a top class player. We want to keep him. Like I always say, whoever's here will be here. We get to work with him. So there you go. That's directly from Brendan Rodgers after the friendly. As you can see, I've read out to you guys. We haven't met what they are asking for. I think they want close to £10 million. £10 million. I would love to be to you. £80 million. And apparently we offered like around £70 million, and Leicester City have, dismissed it. But £80 million will make him officially the highest, most expensive defender in the world, eclipsing what Liverpool paid for Van Dijk last year, £75 million for Van Dijk, and £70 million, and they want reportedly £80 million. That's £10 million difference. What's £10 million gonna do? As I said in my last Maguire video, what's £10 million gonna do for a club like Manchester United, whose commercial revenues are up there, whose resources are up there, who generate millions, and they were haggling over £10 million. This guy, if you spend £10 million, this guy can recoup that back for us. It's as simple as that. The team performs on the field, winning trophies, automatically your commercial revenue, I'm only mentioning that because Ed Woodward is a big commercial man, your commercial revenue will go sky up. That £10 million will be pocket change. So I don't understand why he's haggling for £10 million. This is all reports, but it's pretty much reported everywhere. Some of the most reliable sources are reporting the same thing, and it's just a shame. It's a pity that we haven't got Harry Maguire in, despite the whole of last week. We almost got it. We still haven't got him in, and it's a real shame. Obviously, one of the reports was saying that Harry Maguire would love to be a United captain. In saying that, I don't think we should give him the captain in his first season. Obviously, let him mold in. It won't be fair for other players. Then again, who else do we have as a leader? Paul Pogba, who's our leader, he wants to leave. Ashley Young is our leader. He's not good enough to be in the starting 11. And speaking of Ashley Young, it's a shame. It's a shame what these fans have done to a player like Ashley Young. Obviously, if you watch the friendly against Inter Milan, he was booed, and it was very, 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 very noticeable. And that's something I condemn. And if I was in his shoes, I'll be absolutely devastated. I mean, okay, fair enough. He's a very poor player, but he has given most of his career to us. He has given most of his career to us. He has been loyal. He never kicked up a fuss, and he's always been there for the team whenever he's needed. He switched from right back to left back, former right winger, isn't it? And we should not be treating players of not his caliber, because he's past there, but players of his sort of mentality, because he's a type of player that is a leader. He is a leader. It's just that technically he's not good. So how are you gonna? It works both ways. But he's a leader. He's one of the very few players, just like Mata, we have in our team that are genuine role models, and they are role models. Ashley Young being 33 or 34, whatever the age, his fitness levels is pretty good for that age, and he keeps himself well. And if I was in his position, man, I'll be devastated. So guys, I urge you guys, I urge everyone that take it easy. It's your own team, it's your players. You should be encouraging these players, not booing them on a pre-season friendly. It's not even a competitive match, and that's not cool, man. That's not cool at all. But anyways, guys, yeah. So Harry Maguire potentially a captain. I agree with that. Not now, not straight away, obviously, but probably a season from now. If Van Dijk takes after a season, he was wearing a lot of the armband, so he can be our new Van Dijk. And to haggle over £10 million or whatever it is, it's just ridiculous. But anyways, guys, these are my thoughts. These are some of the news that came out today. Let me know your thoughts on the comments below, and obviously I'll be in throughout the rest of the week. Sorry, I burped there because I'm having my coffee, Manchester United mug coffee. Oh, that's good. But I'll be here for the rest of the week, the usual time after work, 5-6 p.m, roughly around 6 p.m. every day. I will be uploading something related to Manchester United, unless there is a breaking news at 7 p.m, 8 p.m. UK time, then I'll bring it straight away. But every day around 6 p.m. there will be a video upload. Make sure you hit me up on Instagram, guys. It's the you know, the name is in just below. I think this side I can't remember, but it's just there. Follow me on Twitter, Draco Evolve, Instagram Draco Insta Evolve, and I'll catch you guys in the next upload.